Looking on YouTube, I actually found a TV show called Seeing versus Believing, and in this episode, the two guys go to Hell's Half Acre to investigate, and they get more than they bargained for. They try taking the coon hounds. The dogs didn't want anything to do with this area in Arkansas. They began crying and trying to get away from it. They wait till dark, and then they go into the cave, which is in the middle of the property, and they're going to disprove that there's anything going on there. Well, they get more than they bargained for, that's for sure. And it's pretty scary. There's a negative energy there. Arkansas is one big vortex, I guess. Or, as the ley lines cross over in these vortex areas, the energy is tremendous, and it can be positive or negative. And apparently, what these guys discover is that this is extremely negative energy down in this bottomless cave hole right in the middle of Hell's Half Acre. Here's the big old coon hound dogs not wanting anything to do with the property and crying and trying to get away. I'll put a link up to this interesting video. This is talkparanormal.com, and they have information on Hell's Half Acre and this bottomless pit there. Legend says at the bottom of this pit is a demon that's been chained so he couldn't escape. And the locals say at night you can hear his screams of profanity. And hunters have heard these agonizing screams of pain and very, very vile profanity. Animals won't have anything to do with the place. And I guess in the hole, the temperature readings is different. It gets very hot down in that hole. So supposedly the pit contains the angels that were cast from heaven, fallen angels, and they're trapped there until the day of judgment, the end times, when they will be released. This is what the area looks like. It's a dead zone. A Native American chief gave some information out that there were many crystal formations underneath Arkansas, under the ground, and especially under hot springs, and so it magnifies the vortex energy. Also, there is a series of tunnels with constructed arches that snake all underneath the town of Hot Springs, Arkansas. I believe it's closed off to the public, but God only knows what goes on down there. Here they are at the mouth of that horrible cave where hunters and other people for years and years have heard blood-curdling screams coming out. I was thinking, that the tunnel that is under Hot Springs, that supposedly has beautiful archways and it goes very deep under the, the roads of the town, maybe that is full of reptilians. Maybe it's a reptilian city. I know it's off limits to the public, but if there's such strong UFO activity there, maybe there's also massive reptilian layers underneath the ground. I'm sure that there are. One of the beings that I saw as I was going into the UFO as a little girl had what appeared to be a black cape hanging down his back, but come to think of it, it could have been large black wings that were folded down against his back. So I'm sure if there's UFO activity, there's got to be reptilian activity. One of the guys on the team that was exploring the cave on Hell's Half Acre was injured. If you watch the video, you'll see it's a very frightening experience. He had to go to a local native chief standing bear and go through a cleansing. There was so much negative energy upon him, and he had to go through a special cleansing to rid himself of this energy. This is serious stuff going on in Arkansas.